Back here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, at Crossroads 41 with the real damn deal himself, Braxton Keith.
Hey.
I want to dive in deep real quick with you because I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
All right. I know that you originally wanted to be a dentist. I've heard a bunch of contacts where you went to school for this and you dropped out. I've always been curious. You've joked about how you realized you didn't want to put your hands in people's mouths for the rest of your life. But was there a moment in dental school where you were just, was there like a specific moment where you're like, no?
I didn't even get to dental school,
You
man.
didn't even get to dental school?
So what happened was my mom is a hygienist, my dad's a dentist, and they both were just kind of like, hey, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know yet. And they were like, well, don't try anything in the medical field because we're pretty certain school's not your thing. I took that as a challenge.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
of course
okay,
you would. Yeah.
I'm going to go check that out. So I went and tried to be a biology major, biochem major, and did not work out very well.
Oh, man.
The labs were really tough. And I started picking guitar, a couple years before that, and was just kind of hanging out in the dorm picking. And one of my roommates was like, hey, man, you should probably give this a try.
My parents were the exact opposite, where they were like, this music thing probably isn't going to work out. And then I just tried to prove, your parents did it the right way. Yeah. Maybe you won't be a scientist. Can you pull that off? We're going to do some other Braxton Keith facts. Your first show was Elton John, right?
It was, yes.
And I once heard you say that you dreamed of playing Crocodile Rock on stage. That's something you really wanted to do?
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I was playing piano, and I was doing a bunch of ensembles and stuff. And all I really wanted to do was play Crocodile Rock, and my teacher didn't let me. And so eventually I was like, well, I'm paying for this, So I figured it out, went and got a guitar and started playing around on that.
What's the Braxton Keith, Elton John top 3 right now?
Ooh, Tiny Dancer, Crocodile Rock, and this is my favorite memory is the first concert when the song BITCH came on. My mom covered my eyes, and she was like, you can't
How old
see
were
that.
you?
I was probably 8.
Oh, man. What a great first concert.
It was awesome in Lubbock, Texas.
All right, let's talk about this record. It's been out now for 3 months. Real
Heck
damn
yeah.
deal, I hear.
Real damn deal.
Tell me about this decision. Tell me about the conversation that led to this picture.
There's an old Moe Bandy album of him
Yes.
inside of a beer glass.
Yes.
With the beer over the top. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, I like that. It's kind of cool how he's miniaturized. And so we wanted to do some stuff with that. I mean, we had a good time with it. We're eventually going to bring the pocket out on the road so the fans can take their own pictures.
Dude, tell me about your love of Moe Bandy. So I actually, a few weeks ago, bought on Marketplace someone's old collection. They had every Moe Bandy album.
No way.
Every artwork is better than the last one, and every title is just, you almost flinch. It's so honest. It's always just like, I'm drunk and cheating, and you're like, what?
Well, that's what's interesting to me about a lot of the older music is it's very honest.
Yeah.
It's like if you hear it nowadays, you're kind of like, whew,
yeah,
that's rough. But I get inspiration from those guys because of how honest, and their album covers and stuff were so interesting back in the day because of their, I guess, lack of Photoshop and stuff.
I guess, yeah. That's how I got into Bob Wills, was picking up Bob Wills records the same way.
Really?
Those covers are
the
crazy.
covers are crazy. He's one of those other ones that's really brutal and honest in his music, I'm so lonesome I could die. I mean, you're like, oh, okay, buddy.
And knowing that you like this kind of stuff, you do that same thing in your own way where you try to get as close to the bone as possible. Maybe not to the point where you're like, I hope Braxton's okay, but your romanticness, your forwardness, no matter what you're doing, I feel like you try to get as close to it as possible.
Hank Williams and Merle Haggard and all those guys, they were honest, and we're just trying to do that kind of a little more modernly. Be honest and tell a story. That was what I really fell in love with. Those old songs always tell a story that is easy to follow. Most of the time it's so easy to follow you can close your eyes and it's just a movie playing in your head.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to see. I like for each audience member to have an individual movie of the song in their head.
Especially when you do your cover of The Chair. I got to watch a bunch of people tonight. You see this. I'm sure you see it up there. You see that swoon where you almost watch their head tip back into the nostalgia for a second, where they're like, oh, that dance or that whatever thing that song brings up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, same thing with Satin Sheets. We play Johnny Paycheck in the set. Really, those songs are just us tipping our hats to those artists and saying, hey, man, this is a real deal.
We had the record drop. We did CMA Fest where you were everywhere.
Yes, sir.
We were too. That was a hot one.
That one is a hot one.
And then you've been all over the country since then. Have you seen a shift since the record has come out? Has anything changed? Anything you notice out there on stage?
Definitely the fans have been getting rowdy. I Own This Bar is definitely a rowdy song.
Oh, definitely.
We've got another rowdy song we're about to come out that we kind of previewed tonight a little bit. The set's getting a little more rowdy, and the crowds are starting to scream it back at us. And we love that. We love the energy from that.
Absolutely.
But there's definitely some slower songs in this record, too, that bring you back to a dance hall spot,
Oh, 100%. And I actually heard people asking for some of the slower songs out in the crowd tonight. Like, I don't know if that's really fest season, but you pull it off. But
it's hard to do that on a festival. Festival stuff is you've got to be.
You're opening. Everyone that's not here, you're opening for Wiz Khalifa right now.
It's a hard spot to be in. It is. You got to you got to tonk it up. You know.
Probably the first time you've opened for Wiz Khalifa today.
The very first time I've ever opened for Wiz Khalifa. Yes, sir.
Actually, it wasn't even here when you were on stage yet. He's still landing.
He's still landing.
Yes. We were backstage. And I was like, "Whose plane is that?" They're like, "It's Wiz coming in." And
we were trying to figure out which bus was his, and they were like, "No, he had the U-Haul over there. He's flying in on a PJ." I was like, "Oh, okay."
There he is. There he is. All right, buddy. What do you got coming up next?
Next, we've got some new songs coming out here pretty soon.
Yep.
And then we've got we're finishing out this tour the rest of the year, going all over the country, really just trying to make our rounds, see as many people as we can, and we're having a real damn deal.
Have you played any of the shows with Gavin yet for this tour?
We haven't yet. We're about to start the Gavin Adcock stuff.
We see you in Grand Rapids the last day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll close it out.
I think it starts in August, I think, so we're getting close. We're at the end of August. So we're real close to starting with Gavin, and that's where it's really going to get rowdy this year, so we're excited about that.
Well, before I let you go, I brought you a gift today. She's going to have to grab it. It's going to probably mess up our shot for a second.
It's all right.
Here, hold on. I was like, what do you get a guy who loves crocodile rock and didn't become a dentist? But a crocodile dentist.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's something you can take on an airplane if you have to fly. It's small enough.
Heck yeah.
It has to fit in a bag, but
we used to play this when we were
little
kids.
If your parents ever questioned again, you could be a crocodile dentist.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
2 things for one, buddy.
Hey,
just something
cheers,
for you.
man.
Cheers.
That's a country minute, baby.
Right there. Thank you so much, Braxton Keith. Real Damn Deal is out right now. Y'all check it out.